Well, good day, everybody.
What's up, guys?
I hope you can see by the title there, this should piss you off. That this week we were trying to just piss a lot of people off. And hopefully make you upset about, just what's been going on and how you treat yourself, how you treat your health. We talked earlier about, his father who just go in for a regular routine colonoscopy, walk out, almost die.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that stuff happens all the time. But we talk all the time about testing. We talk all the time about getting results. We talk all the time about not just taking drugs to try to get you well. And that's just the reality of what we are. We're in that system that's so broken that you think you just need to take drugs. Guys, stop taking damn drugs. Drugs are there for emergencies. Is your cholesterol an emergency? Well, the commercial sure as hell make you sound like it.
They sure make it sound like it.
But it's not. It's not at all.
Every one of my talks, I tell people, I'm okay offending everybody in this room, because, again, getting pissed off, getting offended, sometimes when you're, not just some, a lot of times when you're kind of forced to think differently, you get offended. You start to get offensive. And so, some of the things that we hear, guys, we talk about research, we talk about the reality of healthcare. And a lot of people don't like to hear that. But this is just another example of, our healthcare system letting somebody down. This is a gentleman he's 60 years old. And, his main issue is weight. He just doesn't like being overweight. With the weight, he's fatigued. He's got a lot of body aches and joint pain. And he likes to be active, but he sits on the couch because he just doesn't feel good. So, like most guys, his wife brought him in here. His wife has friends that got great results in here. So, we ran some blood work. And again, guys, our blood work, he told me he came in here with some lab. Everything's normal. My doc's been doing labs for years. Everything's normal, right? And so everything's normal with labs that look for things that can be controlled by medication. So when you get your overall, because cholesterol medication is one thing that he's on, cholesterol and blood pressure, but it's just cholesterol and blood pressure meds, doc. I'm really, really healthy. Everything's good, and that we hear that all the time. And guys, it's not your fault. That's what your doctors are telling you. You're doing great, right? And so this lab is one of the labs that we run looking at different cholesterol markers and blood sugar markers, inflammatory markers. And this is classic. This is what I see all the time. And so I've got all his information covered up, guys. So we don't got to worry about that. But this portion of the test, right, is looking. This is the portion of the lipid panel that your doc runs on you. What's a basic lipid panel? Cholesterol, LDL, HDL, and triglycerides, right? And so when you look at his just basic panel, just like his doc says, hey, you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. Now, he's taking a statin medication to reduce his cholesterol levels. So when you just look at his overall cholesterol, he's doing good. But again, guys, you've got to look deeper into the physiology. We talk about cholesterol all the time. We're very passionate about it. It's all about particle size, right? It's not just how many LDLs you have. It's, are they big, fluffy, healthy particles, or are they small, dense particles?
It's always about the size.
It's always about the size. When they say size doesn't matter, it's all about the size.
It's all about the size.
If they're big and fluffy and healthy, you are not plaquing inside your arteries, okay? And you have little to no risk of developing a heart attack. If you have small, dense, harmful particles, you're plaquing inside your arteries. This is not my opinion. I've read books by cardiologists. This is medical literature, guys.
But wait, how do you know that the size, and when you're just testing total LDL, total HDL, total, there's nothing in there that talks about size.
Exactly, guys. And so that's why our testing is so awesome, because we look at the size. We look at the size of the cholesterol. And so this guy, there's a marker, it's called the dense LDLs. Dense meaning small harmful particles. This marker should not be anywhere near 300. His is at 427. Guys, that's 50% higher than it should be. So he's plaquing like crazy. He's at a high risk of a heart attack. Yet he's walking around thinking he's doing great.
Yep.
This is crazy, guys. It's so frustrating. There's so many guys out there. And again, most people that have heart attacks, they're on cholesterol medication.
They are. And I had a guy the other day, and he's got, overweight and got some blood pressure issues and whatnot, and cholesterol's high. Well, cholesterol's high because testosterone and everything are all tanked. Do you understand that you need cholesterol to produce hormones, yes? So why does your cholesterol elevate? The question should be, why is it elevated, not do I just give you a drug to shut it down? You give a drug to shut it down, you wonder why it won't work anymore.
Right.
right? And so then you look at inflammation. So not only are we looking for like cholesterol in numbers, looking for sizes to see if you're plaquing or not, and see if the good healthy size or the sick small size, we're also looking for inflammation. C-reactive protein is one of the biggest inflammatory markers, and if that thing is off by a little bit, it should be nothing over 1. This guy had like a 28 or a 30. This is a different patient. The C-reactive protein, like that's a risk of heart disease. Guess what? You need to start making changes immediately. And if your food allergists say you can't eat anything for the rest of your life, you either choose to eat the foods or you choose to die, because that's what's happening. If there's a trigger, so that's the whole point. It's like there is something triggering this man's body to be out of normal physiology. What is it? The doctors say it's a lack of statin.
Right.
That is the treatment, because that's the cause of it. The cause is just a lack of a statin drug. That sounds ridiculous for me to say out loud. You understand that? But that's how you treat everything. That's how you treat headaches. It's a lack of Advil. That's how you treat blood pressure. It's a lack of lisinopril. Why are you doing that? Because when you say it out loud like that, like that doesn't make any sense at all. That's how you take care of your health. Yeah. Every single day.
Just like Doc said, like this test is so awesome because not only is it diving deeper into the cholesterols, but it's more of why is the cholesterol shrinking down to dense particles. And see, when you have vascular inflammation caused by blood sugars issues, by GI infections, by food allergies that you're eating and not avoiding, I mean stress, I mean all these things, anything that can be driving inflammation gets into the vascular system, and now you're causing major issues. So again, high cholesterol, no inflammation, I'm not concerned, right? And actually there's so many studies out there, everything from dementia studies. They have seen that high cholesterol equals low chance of getting dementia and Alzheimer's, right? And so again, guys, like it's not about how much cholesterol you have. Is it healthy? Is it not? Just like, we're talking about colonoscopies yesterday. It's not about if you have polyps in your colon. It's about, do you have inflammation in your colon or not, right? And so this is looking at all kinds of blood sugars. I mean, this gentleman, because again, blood sugars, until you get to a certain level, you're borderline or you're fine. They don't even mention it in most cases. Until you get your A1C, which is a 90-day average, until it gets to a certain point, 6.4, then all of a sudden you're diabetic, let's start you on diabetic meds.
Yep.
And this gentleman's been told that for years. And so his A1C is right at a 6. Guys, damage starts at 5.3. So there's damage occurring to this guy. But because he's not full-blown diabetic, you're fine. Let's not do anything about it. Yep. But the inflammation that's being developed by the sugar fluctuations, it's causing this cholesterol to be sick. Right? So guys, this guy's plaquing like crazy, high risk of becoming a full-blown diabetic, high risk of a heart attack, and he's walking around thinking, I just have a little bit of extra weight, and I need to lose some weight. Unbelievable.
And his damn doctors are telling him that he's fine. You understand? This is why this should piss you off. Is your doctors are out there telling that you are okay as long as your cholesterol is in normal limits and you're taking this drug. Yep. You're going to be on it the rest of your life. Well, doc, what are the side effects? Don't ask me what the side effects, just take the drug.
And for those of you, and I see this in the older generations. I mean, I was sitting down with a gal last night. She was 73. Her husband was like 78. And they had no idea of any side effects. When I started naming off side effects of a statin, the husband looked at his wife and was like, that's like the main reason I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Everything he's naming off, I've developed over the last 5 to 7 years when he started the statin. He's like, I'm never taking this drug again. And, so it's crazy, guys. It is crazy. Look up the side effects. I mean, cholesterol is a vital nutrient, an essential nutrient for our body. So when you start to reduce it, it's not a good thing.
Yep. So we're going to keep continuing and bringing you guys just raw stuff. Like, I think you guys want to hear that. Would that be correct? Like, you want to hear, like, how we look and how we test and actually show you these tests. Let's show you what we're looking at and how it's different. And if you're out there struggling with cholesterol issues, because it's high, you need to find out why, but you most importantly need to be tested properly to see if you're at risk or not at risk, see if you should be on that drug or not at the drug. You need to do research. On Dr. Patrick Flynn's page, like they did a cholesterol talk a month ago, maybe now, and it was just absolutely amazing. Dr. Greg just literally goes through everything A to Z of like statin drugs and cholesterol and like the research behind cholesterol and how like they tell you it's a 33% chance of you like increasing your risk of not dying from heart disease, yet it says that this has not been shown to proven to reduce the risk of heart disease. And when you look at the study actually shows there's a 1% difference in you taking a statin drug versus you not taking a statin drug at all. well, then why the hell are you taking it? Because the side effects are unbelievable. That is one of the worst absolute drugs that you could possibly be on right now, and you are on it forever, and you're wondering why you're so sick, and you're wondering why you're not getting better, and you're wondering why you're losing your energy, you're wondering why you can't have sex anymore, you're wondering all these things. Get off the damn drug. Look at it. Think about it. Physiology is the most amazing thing in the world. You know?
There's a difference between an ego-driven, a money-driven opinion versus research. So to truly understand where our minds are at and how and why we get the amazing results we get, it does take time to educate you. And so some of these videos you'll watch, they'll be an hour, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes long. You know, we do the cholesterol talk here at our office a couple times a year. But guys, it's a long talk. It's a lot of research. You know, we try to make it fun, but at the end of the day, if we don't show you the research and show you that this is not our opinion, and you've been hearing opinions your whole life, and money-driven opinions, unfortunately, right? It really is mind-boggling when you dive deeper into the research. So really encourage you guys to watch those videos. You know, again, come to our seminars, guys. Share these videos right now. Go down, hit that share button, guys. So many people need to hear this. So if you look down, straight down from where these good-looking faces are, there's that share button. Click that share button, okay? Seriously, guys, everybody needs to hear this. Don't be selfish with this information, okay? Share this, share this, share this.
Yep. And again, always ask questions, guys. We want to bring you what you want to know about. So you got to ask questions for us to answer things that you want. You have it. You're going to Dr. Google. You're searching for things. Just ask. We will find the answers for you. We will provide that stuff for you. We'll do a whole week on it if it's a good question and whatnot. So as always, like I said, comment, make questions, share this, like this, and stay tuned as we will keep bringing you value, value, value.